everyone, and welcome to Lisbon, Portugal. We kind of did this impromptu trip because I had a credit that I've been meaning to use since before the pandemic started, and I had to use it, otherwise it was going to go away. So we decided to hop on a plane and go to Lisbon, and we're here for a solid week. We didn't want to have a very busy, hectic schedule. We wanted to just kind of take it all in. And instead of seeing a city in just 48 hours, which barely scratches the surface on just the touristy nonsense, oh man, now we have police sirens, along with the jackhammering. I don't know if you can do this, because we're using bug mics, we're getting a little fancy now. It hasn't been bombed or obliterated in a world war, and it is one of the oldest cities in Europe. It actually predates London, Rome, and Paris, and it was founded by the Phoenicians in about 1200 BC. And I can understand why, because the weather here is fantastic. We're here in late October, and it is about 73, 74 degrees. Not sure what that is in Celsius, but it's very pleasant, very temperate, and we have a slight ocean breeze. So enjoy our day as we try to knock out central Lisbon. That's what we're going to do today. This kind of looks like a tourist trap, and it's quite impressive. However, it is well past the middle of the day, which I couldn't even imagine what this place would look like on a Saturday or Sunday. But the line is crazy. It starts up there, goes over there. We might have to revisit this at a later time. So this is where they filmed the Portuguese version of the Joker. I remember that scene so well. Here's mom doing mom duty, making sure the child stays on the proper side of the sidewalk and doesn't get murdered by buses. And he wants to do everything himself because he's a boy. So this is how he's been moving, huh?
Trying to get him moving faster, results in him falling on the ground and having a collision.
Ah, yes. Okay, well, this is going to take a minute, because we have quite a bit of this ahead of us, as you can see. So while we're going to this Lisbon Cathedral, which is one of the touristy things you have to check off the list when you're here, and something to note is they have really beautiful sidewalks. We're going to get some really great shots of it throughout our trip, but just the sidewalks are almost like these mosaics. And you've seen this in a few places in other parts of Europe, I'm sure, but in the United States,
Yes.
it's just cement. This place is quite overwhelming, honestly. There's all types of things to choose from. You have a wine bar. There's fusion restaurants. There's all kinds of stuff here. I do see sushi, but I didn't come here to have sushi. I came here to have ham, beef, wine, port, those little crispy tart things. You know that this was a huge warehouse that had its day, probably fell into disrepair, and they didn't know what to do with it. So what did? They turned it into a really successful idea. Hey T, I know you like little things on toast.
Yeah.
Look, there's little things on toast. Well, that was kind of a fail. The reason why it was a fail is because the place is packed. We're well into dinner. I thought, it being a Wednesday night, it wouldn't be that busy, but boy was I naive in thinking that. Everybody was going to other people who looked like they were clearing their plates and saying, hey, are you guys gonna move? There will be a take two of this tomorrow. This place is designed to take money out of you, and that's because you try to get a taste of all these different things, and before you know it, you just spent nearly 100 euros between that and drinks.
That's actually phenomenal.
This is it's like a duck confit croquette. It's rich, but it's really, really good. You can't go wrong with croquettes, and you can't go wrong with duck confit. And then you combine the two. It's a little greasier than a typical one. You can see kind of the oil and grease coming off on my fingers, but oh man, it's so good. So you have nacho cheese and like what looks like potato chips and some other sauce with the hot dog. Now, we are not in America right now. We are in Portugal, but this is extremely, extremely American. Once again, you only live once. One day you're just going to keel over and die, so you might as well take advantage of it. Like 200 euro later, here we are.
Unintentionally, because Trevor decided to bouge out.
Yeah, I
and
did.
spend
I did decide to bouge out.
€100 on meats to bring home. I'm not mad about it. It was fully expected because that's what he does.
Yeah. You never know when we're going to be back.
We will be back though, because So far, Lisbon has been great.
Lisbon has been great.
Not only that, here's a random ass side note. Out of all the places we've been, Portugal's been one of those places where we eat food and we don't feel gut bombed. It's light, it's fresh, you can have small portions and feel fully satisfied.
Yeah, and the next morning you're not brains out. I don't know why that is, but normally in America, after drinking a few beers and going out and eating some food, I just my brains out.
Let's
That's just kind of
clarify that was you.
that's just
Because that is not me.